Firstly, to Duke of Edinburgh. Congratulations to all S3 Duke of Edinburgh Bronze Award candidates who successfully completed their first practice excursion. Walking 13 kilometres along the Fife Coastal Path, pupils had to negotiate a tricky route, contend with cows and put up with some pretty dodgy singing. Well done to all who are taking part this year. Next, to martial arts. Amy Simpson won first in S1, won gold in committee in a competition at Meadowbank. Committee is a form of freestyle fighting which requires a great strength and skill. Well done to Amy. More success for S2's Neve Mackenzie this week in Taekwondo. She has won another 2 gold medals in the International Chang'an Cup. Congratulations, Neve. Finally, to after-school activities. Now fantastic opportunities for any S1 pupils interested in trying fencing to learn this fast-paced sport after school on a Tuesday. Please visit the PE department as soon as possible for more information. Anyone interested in coming along to football training on a Wednesday evening should contact Sam Noble in S5 for more information. Thank you.
This week in sport, the British Davis Cup team have arrived for the next leg of the tournament amid tight security following the events in Paris over the last week or so. Meanwhile, the rugby world is also in mourning following the untimely death of All Black legend Jonah Lomu. Capped 63 times for his country, he was ultimately described as the first global superstar of the game. In fighting news, UFC champion fighter Ronda Rousey lost her title to Holly Holmes, and in boxing, it is said that David Haye is to announce his return to the sport following a 3-year absence. Finally, Scottish football this week sees Dundee United sign former West Ham midfielder Guy Demel, while St Johnstone are preparing to face Dundee FC at home on Friday the 27th with kick-off at 7:45pm. That's all.
Football, and thank you to everyone for buying your tickets. The senior team are also interested in organising a day away for the 6th years. If anyone has any ideas or preferences what they'd like to do, please let us know.
Hi, I'm in Miss Donnelly's room, and this is the last period that she's going to be teaching here, so I'm going to ask her a few questions. First question, what are your favourite memories of your time at Perth Grammar School?
I've got lots and lots of memories, lots of really great memories over the years working with such great pupils like this lot here. I've been really lucky that I've been on lots of fab school trips, and it's just been so much fun, seeing a bit of Spain, fun, so many laughs. I was also really lucky in 2010, I went on the Perth Grammar School trip to China, and it was just a great day to look back on. I'll miss the people, I'll miss the pupils, I'll miss all of the staff right across the school. I'll miss the janitors, I'll miss the lovely ladies in the office, I'll miss the lovely Modern Languages department and all of the teachers there, and just all of my colleagues across the school. I'll miss you lots, keep working hard, and I hope to keep in touch.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hello and welcome to this week's World News Bulletin. Following the recent terrorist attacks from the group known as ISIS in Beirut and Paris last week, Prime Minister David Cameron has laid out plans for a £12 billion increase in defence spending. These plans, which were formed after discussions with French President François Hollande, include purchasing 24 new fighter aircraft, more altitude drones, and an extra £2 billion spending on weapons for the Special Forces. This may, however, lead indirectly to cuts to the frontline police force, with the government refusing to rule out more cuts. Belgian police have arrested a fourth suspect in connection with the Paris terror attacks. The man, who is left unnamed, was one of 16 people who were arrested in raids in the Belgian capital Brussels on Sunday, with the other 15 being released without charge. Belgium remains on high alert with warnings that another attack may be imminent here. The normally bustling city of Brussels is in lockdown as armed soldiers patrol the iconic streets in a stark reminder of what fear of terrorism can do to a typically buzzing city. Other news now, and the American presidential election continues to simmer, with Republican nominee Donald Trump under fire after being accused of racism. Trump, who is currently the favourite to become the Republican presidential candidate, shared a picture on his Twitter account that claimed 81% of murdered whites were killed by blacks, when in fact the US Department of Justice states that 84% of murdered whites are killed by other whites. The picture also originated with white supremacy and neo-Nazi groups, drawing criticism towards Trump for associating himself with these groups. In a political rally, Trump has caused more controversy after he ejected a Black Lives Matter activist from the rally. Returning to ISIS, I leave you with the question: How would you solve the crisis if you were in charge?